And it's the Psychic Sleuth, and I wanted to do just a quick video to talk about some comments that have been on the Kiely Rodni Mediumship reading that I did. So, first of all, I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the next clip about what I posted on August 8th about seeing a car go in the water. We decided at that time that it probably belonged to Kiely due to the circumstances, and I will never just post again. Anytime I have a random vision from now on, I will make a video. Because it would have been much better if I made the video if I would have known how big it was going to be. Also, in another clip I'm going to post for you guys, I'm going to show you back in the Delphi reading, which was about 4 months that I did before Kiely was missing. I got the words Rodney and Nick. If I remember right, I think Nick found Kiely underwater. You can tell me if I'm wrong on that, but I thought it was interesting those two words or names kind of came in together. And knowing how I get information prior cases, this is where it would fit. I also get the name Rodney. I'm just hang on to these names. I don't know how they fit. I don't know if they're connections. I don't know if they're other cases. I don't really know. But Rodney comes in. Could be the R. I don't know. Also the name Nick. I'm very passionate about my work with spirit, and I will be very protective over it. So, okay, so now I want to address the comments about how it looked like I researched what I talked about. Okay, for one, obviously you don't follow me, and you haven't followed me, and you haven't watched all the readings. Okay, because if you watched all the readings, you would know I got most of that information before she ever went missing. For two, if you watched me and knew anything about me, you would know that I've proven myself time and time again with mediumship readings on my channel, as well as cases that I've been accurate on. I do not research. I do not like to know anything about a case. I tell people this constantly. Even when they come to me and bring me a case, I'm like, don't tell me anything I don't want to know, because it can skew your readings, okay? So I tell people this, it's best to go in a reading blind. It is not best to know anything about that reading. I didn't know anything about Kiely when I got that vision. Actually, I don't think anybody did, because it started coming in around the 6th, and I said something the 8th because it wouldn't go away. I have integrity, and I don't need to... How can I memorize an hour and a half worth of information? Like, in case you guys don't know, I scribble on a blank piece of paper. I can barely remember yesterday, let alone anything. I don't research cases. I knew nothing about Kiely, her personal life. I mean, I knew people surrounding the case, and I was giving a message to them from Kiely. It wasn't that I was trying to get who they were. The only reason I said one name, Maddie, was because that's who she gave, or Maggie, that's who she gave me. She gave me that name to talk about. I don't remember names. You know how many cases that I work? Like, I work a lot of cases. I cannot remember the details on every case. And again, like, I don't remember. Dude, I barely remember yesterday, okay? How can I sit here and remember an hour and a half worth of information? I am a medium. I've been doing this for over 10 years. It was 10 years this month. And I don't have to lie about who I am. I don't have to research or anything. It really is something, though, because people think I research because my information is so accurate. So that says a lot about me, right? That's how I have to try to look at it, is that maybe I'm just so accurate that my information looks like I research it. Everything in that mediumship reading was from Kiely. I'm also putting a screenshot here at the end of the playlist. Everything has a playlist that you can go and find the various readings that I've done on each case I've worked on. And another question is how come you got different information than everybody else. Well, I'm not the only one that got an accident. I think it's just who you're watching, because Aphrodite, who does cards, who also goes in blind, who is pretty accurate on what he does and has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, also got it was an accident. There is another card reader. She's blonde. I've never seen her before. She actually did a video, so I can't say her name because I don't know who she is. She also got an accident. So there's us that felt like it was an accident because of what we were shown and what we got. We went in to this without knowing any information. Many of us did it at the very beginning, so our readings were pure before the collectives had their thoughts on it, before, you know, I had any thoughts on it myself. So that's how you have to go into readings, is you have to go in completely blind. Like I said, I'm a medium. I do this professionally. I have given hundreds and hundreds of readings that are all accurate. I don't think, knock on wood, I've ever had anybody be upset with their reading or any inaccurate information come through. And how do I do that if I am researching? Do I go and research everybody? There's only certain things you can find online. The information that I give is information that's not known to the public, and a lot of the stuff that I gave for Kiely was not personal information that you can just Google. And actually, I don't Google. I have a couple people that work for me, and they can tell you that I don't like to know anything on a case. I like to go in completely blind. So, I channeled what she said. I channeled what she showed. Those are her words, not mine. And I stated in the video, do not come at me with the foul play narrative, which everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but I give what I get, and this is what I got. And I've gotten it from the beginning, and it has not changed. When I saw the car go into the water on August 8th, she was by herself. And that was before any of us knew that she was even missing. I saw it on the 6th, because I say in the comment that, or in the post, that I've actually been seeing it for a couple days, but I posted it on the 8th. From now on, I will make a video if anything like that happens again. So, before you come at me and start telling me that I research, please go look at my cases, especially Quentin, because that was done before anything got released. Kiely, before anything got released. When I get on these cases, I try to get on them before anything gets released. When I did Tito, I didn't want to do it because of everything that was out there. I knew people were going to come at me, but I did it because about 10 people asked me to do it. So that's why I did that. I got on that case late because I had a lot going on. So, again, I don't need to research. I'm an actual psychic medium. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I'm glad that you think I research because my information's so accurate. That's all I gotta say, I think. I just had to, because there's 2 comments on that reading. Like, I sat there and researched. When you can look at me and tell me that I'm channeling, I'm not reading off of anything. I don't know anybody that could memorize an hour and a half worth of information like that. And the way that I'm saying it is very natural and flowy. It's not like I'm reading anything or memorizing anything. It's coming from her. They're her words. I don't talk like a lot of what she was saying. So, I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know anything about Kiely. But I can only give you what she gives me. If she gives me stuff that people know, that's not my problem. That's not my fault. I don't know it. And there is personal information in there that's not out. You don't know if she had a conversation with her mom. You don't know if her mom wears her jewelry. There's certain things that you don't know. I didn't know about the bench. The bench is being brought out. There, if you listen to it again, and I don't think you listened to the whole thing, because if you did, you would have recognized all of this. That there's very personal information that she brought up that no one would know but her and that person. And so I hope it gets validated one day. But the bench, I had no idea about that. I don't keep up with this. I stay out of the drama. I'm not a dramatic person, as you guys know. I don't like drama. I don't like to be into drama. That's why I gave her 2 readings. I gave her I got the vision. I did a reading. I did another reading. The first reading, I couldn't really tell if it was the same going into the water and stuff, but I was pretty sure. Second reading, she came in, Jolissa came in, they came in together. I split up those readings into separate ones. Then I did something on August 16th, and I said, I put everything together. from all of those readings and everything, which is what I do because I'm constantly working. And I said, look, she is going to be found at Prosser Lake this coming weekend by AWP. I stated AWP in our very first reading before AWP was ever called out, and they don't work active cases. So that was a prediction of AWP working the case. Okay, so that was done before, if you go back, way before we even knew that AWP was coming out. So then, August 16th, I stated where she was and how she was going to be found and all of that. So that was my predictions. Okay? So all you got to do is check the playlist, the mediumship reading I did so Kiely could get her word out. Why would I fake that? Why would I sit here and memorize an hour and a half worth of information, especially when I just decided to do it the day before because Kiely kept coming to me and making me have anxiety, like she wanted to talk. By the way, there is a tattoo that she wants to bring up that someone's going to be getting for her. It feels, I don't know if it's matching, something like that. But that's coming in as well, and it came in the next day, so it didn't come in during the reading. She had a lot she wanted to say. It was almost like I was I apologize, it's during the day, almost like I was trance mediumship. If you see, some of the stuff is very flowy, and I can't remember the reading. I don't even remember what I got. I had to re-watch it to see what I got. So, before you come at me with that, get out of here with it, because again, you obviously don't know me, you obviously haven't followed me, and the reason why I don't have that many subscribers is because when I had 5K subscribers, I got hacked and had to start all over. And so I've been doing this a very long time. I haven't been on YouTube that long because it took me a while, and I just started channeling live. I used to do auto rates, but I'm starting to channel live, and things are expanding and growing for me. So I think before you come at me with that bullcrap, you should probably check out my videos and probably check out that I got this information and information on her before it ever broke and anybody else got anything. And when it comes to other people getting what they get, like I said, mind is a powerful thing. It can shift your tools. Your EVP, just because somebody says a name does not mean they're involved. It could be they're wanting to say something to that person. It's all in how we perceive the information. Anybody can use tools. It doesn't make them a psychic medium, and this is not to talk bad about people that use tools. I'm not saying that. Okay, so please don't take that the wrong way. I explained all this in my video. So that's why people get different things. Their mind can run away with them. Lisa Williams taught me a long time ago when I took her class, her crime class, that your mind can run away with you because we have an imagination, right? It's hard to keep our imagination in check. It's important to see what's coming to you and what's coming from you. So sometimes it's hard to tell that if you already have your thoughts about things, right? So that's why I go into a case blind, because I don't like to know of anything. Because if I get it in a reading, I can't tell if it's from my mind or from spirit, because it's hard to tell at that point, right? Because you already know, you've already heard the information, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes there is information that I've heard that does come through a reading, and I will never say anything unless I get that in a reading. But that is what happens with people. She warned me about that. She said, you can be doing a reading and your mind can go off into other things. And it's not always a conspiracy. Sometimes accidents just happen. Sometimes things just are as they are. Accidents happen all over the world all the time. How many accidents happen in water? This is not something that's, and you got all these people that are nitpicking still. It's like, let her go. She already knows what happened on the other side, and she's not lying to me about that, because I have a strong connection with spirit. Sorry about my bird. I have a strong connection with spirit. Anybody can tell you that, and anybody can tell you that I'll give you what I get. I don't care if it matches what other people get, because guess what? It's usually right, because spirit trusts me with the information. So that's why it was different, because I'm an actual psychic medium. I don't use tools, and I don't like to know anything, so I don't get led off track. Plus, when my mind started to go that way, I was pulled back by a couple friends that were like, no, you go with what you get. Very first ping is always right, because my very first ping, I don't know anything about the case. So remember that. If anybody's doing this work, very first ping that you get, that's right. The more readings you do, the more you go off track, the more you get your mind involved, the more things waver. Lesson of the day. So I think I'm done, but Just wanted to throw that out there. Enjoy the video, guys, and thank you for your love and support.